Hey everybody, Justin here, team leader of Justin Udy and Team Real Estate. Today I want to talk about appraised values and what to do when that appraised value is different than the contract price and the next steps. When we have a market that is truly a target that continues to move up, it is very difficult sometimes, not only as listing agents when we're listing and marketing a property, but also when we have a property under contract and there's a number of buyers that are making multiple offers above that listed price. So what do we do when the appraisal doesn't come in at the contract price? So let me give you a couple scenarios, real life scenarios, so you can evaluate kind of things that you can be looking at. Number one, we have a property that comes in and the price, for example, this was a property that I personally renovated. That property was priced at $750,000. The appraisal came in at $630,000. That is a massive gap. I give this example because it helps us see kind of that amount of money is a huge gap. Now, at that moment, the agent knew that he had three decisions to make. One, he could say, we have a contract price that is up here, but the value came in down here. We want to, A, we can drop the price, or B, we're going to adjust the price. So maybe we're coming down just a little bit, not all the way down. Or C, we're gonna come in with the difference. So that's bringing that person up to the value. And so those are three options to consider, but also there's a partial portion that we need to also understand when appraisal doesn't come in. Sometimes the appraiser doesn't have all of the information available. So yes, we can negotiate on the price. We can keep the price as is and say, we're not gonna deal with your offer, we'll bring somebody else in. And a separate appraiser may appraise it. We can adjust the price a little bit, or we could come down all the way. Let me tell you this scenario, what happened here. We wanted to give that appraiser the correct information because truth be told it was just a bad appraisal. It doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while we'll get an appraiser that'll give it a value way high that doesn't make sense or way low. And we're talking about 1% of the time where there's this left field kind of, they've made a mistake somewhere. This appraiser had made a mistake. We knew if we introduced new information, new updated cells, information about the size and square footage, an appraiser looks at the following: condition and quality. Remember those words, condition and quality, because an appraiser will evaluate those things. So as you introduce values and remove maybe properties or projects they felt were comparable and remove those and maybe introduce new, they will adjust that price. So in this scenario, we said, why don't we know this appraisal's bad? We knew it was. The agent buying our property knew it was. And he said, we know we're gonna get that price up, but guess what? We really just wanna close the property. We happen to have the cash and we're just gonna get it done. So in this scenario, they took the price where the appraisal was and they came in with the cash. Now, not most people can come in with, 100,000+ cash to close a deal. However, what you can do is that price can sometimes be adjusted a little bit if it makes sense, or people can come in with the difference, or that appraiser does make an adjustment. And I will tell you, 50% of the time, we're able to have an appraiser introduce information to them where they'll actually change that appraisal, whether they've come up to value or adjusted it slightly, or maybe we're now renegotiating the price. That may be that you may have said, I will give you full price and you're paying closing costs. Maybe you're not paying closing costs anymore. Maybe you are adjusting the price. Maybe you're holding firm because today the property went under contract and there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 more sales since we've been under contract. And by the time they appraised it, they haven't even looked at maybe some additional sales that are occurring. So you just holding tight saying, let's maybe extend the contract 30 days, get it reappraised in 30 days because we have new sales that are occurring in a market that's going up. I hope this helps you out as you're getting values and as things are going up. Prices really have accelerated at a very high pace, and I don't want to say I feel bad for appraisers, but they have their work cut out for them. So I always say, like, Honey is sweeter than vinegar. Let's work with them and figure out a way to make it work. And worst case scenario, you can always make an extension and renegotiate in a way that is going to be mutually beneficial to you and help the contract get done, because at the end of the day, we don't want to market and sit. We do want to market and sell if it's healthy for us, and let's move on to the next property that may make better sense for ourselves, our family, and for our future needs. If you need anything, please reach out. Happy to go over any of these details with you in the future, and hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.